Hello everybody, I'm Sam and welcome back to the Zoo Tycoon mini-series. In this episode we're going to be building 2 more animal exhibits and we're going to be expanding our food court. Now right here you can see me activating a cheat code for the game. If you rename one of your existing exhibits Xanadu, which is Xanadu, then you can unlock unicorns as a purchasable animal, which I find quite cool. Now as you can see, the colours of the unicorns are quite unusual. The female one is more the traditional colours that you'd expect, and then the male one is quite an unusual mix of black and orange. So as you can see, I'm renaming them. I'm not real kids, and I'm not real kids either, because we have to face up to the harsh reality that unicorns aren't actually real. It's sad. Now as you can see, there's quite a long list of zookeeper expectations there, and I do have to keep on coming back and changing the unicorn exhibit because there's a lot of terrain, a lot of rocks and things that you have to put in there, and it's really hard to keep up with their demands. Like, if something's not on there at first, it will be on there after a period of time. Now, as you can see, of course, the moodlets are going up there. The one on the bottom that's a yellowy orange, as you can see, that's the demand for plants, trees, things like that. If I put some more plants and trees and things in there, then that will obviously rise. Anyway, on the blog, which is www.thatgamingtrio.wordpress.com, if you haven't visited it yet, I got a request to do the game Sonic 06. Now, Sonic 06 is usually panned down by reviewers as the worst Sonic game ever in existence. And all I've got to say to that is, have you ever played Sonic Labyrinth? I mean, of course, it's not a good game. It's not exactly a masterpiece. What with the long loading times, the weird running animations, and, of course, Shadow the Hedgehog with his guns and everything. But I do have to admit, they were rushed. Sega were rushed, because they had to get it out by Christmas for the PS3 and Xbox. So they were rushed, and that's why you can find infinite amount of glitches in that game. If I ever do a Let's Play of that, I will show you the glitches. But anyway, thank you George for requesting that game. I'll have to see. I might do it. I do own the game, so, you know, I'll look into it. So as you can see here, now that I have unlocked some things, as you might have seen when I was talking about the unicorns, I unlocked some more animals and objects to use, and right now I'm just putting in the giraffe home, which I couldn't get earlier, which basically makes the giraffes exhibit complete now, which is good. And as you can see on the paths, there's a vast amount of guests at our zoo now. Before there wasn't so many, but now there's quite a lot coming into it. And also in the the left corner there, you can see the food court, and its popularity has increased since last time. That's where we're going to be placing some other things, and I'll just explain to you now. As you progress through the game, you'll begin to unlock different things. One of the biggest things that you'll begin to unlock, and they'll obviously increase into size to things like the elephant ride, which are absolutely massive, and I'll put one of them in my zoo somewhere near the last episode. But they begin to unlock buildings, and the buildings replace your vending machines, your drinks machines. They replace them and actually make them like fully funded shops. And the first ones you unlock, I think, are the hot dog stand and the drink stand, and they're the ones I'm going to put in right now in the food court, right here. That will obviously bring a few more guests there, because as you can see, it's not quite popular yet. So those are the 2 right there. As you can see, the hot dog stand on the left and then the drink stand on the right. I also place the vending machines there as well, just to get a bit of extra profit, but I do keep the restrooms there. And another cheeky thing I like to do is just raise the price of them, because overcharging people is fun. So anyway, this zoo will definitely progress. throughout the episodes, because it becomes quite a big zoo. A lot of guests come, and I do actually make back most of my profit, because as you can see down at the bottom, I'm losing a lot of profit. I've lost over $90,000. Yeah, I have to get used to saying dollars. I'm British, so I say pounds, but I've lost $90,000 already, and I haven't really gained that much profit back. So later on I'll just be like keeping it cool, just watching the zoo unfold before my eyes. As you can see right there, just in the kind of crossroads, there's a lot of people there. It actually looks like they're just spawning straight from the middle path. It's quite strange. But also, if you look at the bottom bar, you can see that the game progresses in months, much like SimCity. Apart from they're a bit slower. It goes straight from January to December, and then it advances in years, obviously. There's no set deadline to when your zoo must end, what year you'll have to make this certain profit or something. Although in the scenario and challenge modes, there is those kind of things, and I might play them. I don't know yet. I might have a look at them, do them for a future video, maybe another Zoo Tycoon miniseries. So this is the part where I'm just laying back, just checking all of the things are all in order, just waiting for the profit to go back up a bit, because as you can see I'm down to about $4,000, which is quite a vast amount spent from the 100,000 I started off with. I'm just checking the zoo price as well, just to check that it's not underpriced and that that's not where I'm losing my profit. But no, I was disappointed to see it was the right price, so I just cheekily raised it a lot more. The green messages at the top that you might have seen, those are good messages. They basically praise you on what's good about your zoo. Now if you see any red messages, those are problems. Red messages might include animal demands, guest demands, or even just simple things like rubbish being on the floor, or there being no toilets or something like that. Now the next exhibit I'm going to build is a penguin exhibit, and the penguins are slightly different. As these animals are land animals obviously, and they like land more, like savanna grass and the marshland land, the penguins prefer ice and water, and the vast majority of their exhibit is water, which you'll later see, and that's where I lose quite a lot of my money. So as you can see here, I'm checking my assets, see that I kind of haven't made a profit. Although you should check my assets after I've seen the penguin, after I've made the penguin exhibit. That's really bad. Just a big red line. Red's not a very nice colour. So yeah, of course, if there's a game you want me to do, or simply just request a game, tell us your feelings about a game, you know, just recommend one to us. That'd be very nice if you could just put that in the comments section, or of course if you could comment on our blog. That'd be very good, and it would certainly give us ideas for future Let's Plays or gameplay videos. As I said, I already got a request for Sonic 06, which I may go forward with. I'm not sure I want to torture myself with that game again, but you know, I'll do it for the fans. I'm assigning more zookeepers here as well to the different exhibits. And I'm just checking that everything in my zoo is alright just before I put the penguin enclosure in, which I'm doing now. Another thing about the Zoo Tycoon game is, much like SimCity, there's different terrain levels. Different animals like different terrain levels. Like in one of my future exhibits that I make near the end of these episode of videos, the animal likes slightly raised ground, and building an exhibit on kind of a mix of raised ground and lowered ground is not possible. You'll get uneven fences, it just won't look good. Plus I don't even think the game allows it. But Obviously you don't want to do that. You just want to flatten out the terrain if you have no other choice possible. So as you can see, I'm making the penguin exhibit here. If you're wondering about the fence, it was because I thought I'd chosen a steel fence, but because I'd unlocked more things, the fences had kind of switched position and I chose that one instead. I didn't mind though, it's cheaper. So the water fills most of that. The red message in the corner just says that the zookeeper can't get into that cage, so I have to change where the door is, because at the minute the doors will lead right into the water, so I just change it to where there's dry land and I'll be able to put ice there. Well, it's coming near to the end of the video, so if you want to check out our WordPress blog, just go to www.thatgamingtrio.wordpress.com. I'm Sam, and this is Zoo Tycoon. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time in episode 3.